Hey everybody, come on in. Let's see if I can find us some music. I forgot to turn it on because I was running a little late. Yep, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But here we go. It's tea time. Yeah, slow and steady.
But I'm still on the ground, on the ground. I'll soon be fluttery.
I've been working.
If I can find my wings.
This hair is getting me.
Find my wings.
Come on in. I got a cup of hot tea.
Impatiently, I want to fly today, but I hear a gentle voice inside me say,
come on in,
that slow and steady steps will be my pace. Slow and steady steps will win this race. It will take some time, but the victory will be mine. Slow and steady, I'm gonna learn to fly.
There we go. Come on in. I told you I was going to tell you a story this afternoon. Well, I have another story to tell you. My poor husband, he plays chess with a man on top of a mountain out in the middle of nowhere. Has been playing chess with him since when we met. He had been playing chess with him 22 years, and we've been married 24 years. So that's 46 years Robert has been playing chess with Mr. Charles. And Charles is in his 90s now. And he doesn't have a lot of short-term memory, but boy, can he still play chess. And Robert loves him. He's part of our family. In fact, when Robert and I got engaged, he said, Charles and Jeanette have to sign off on you first. So I passed the test, and that was 24 years ago. So it's anyway, he was headed up, and it's a windy mountain graveled road. It is he drives it during the day now. He used to drive it at night when we get home from court, and he would go up there. But he has just had he calls me at 2 o'clock and he says, I'm coming home. And I said, what's wrong? And he said, well, I can't get there. He said he started up the mountain, and cars started backing down the mountain. So he started backing down the mountain. And there was a wreck ahead. So the wrecker was trying to get up there to him, and he said it was just a mess. And so he goes to the next road down. He knows a back way in, and we know 3 or 4 ways to get there from here, because we like roads less traveled. And he headed up 215, and all of a sudden traffic stopped. Well, this is a mountain road. Traffic shouldn't stop on a mountain road. And the guy stopped him and said, there's a bad wreck up here. It's going to be an hour and a half before it's cleared. Probably because the wrecker was going up Cathy's Creek. Anyway, so Robert just turned around and came home. And there's not a whole lot of places to turn around on that road either, because I used to live on that road. So he came home and he said it wasn't meant to be. I just couldn't get up there today. It just wasn't happening. So you just have to say, okay, plan C. But once upon a time, right after Robert and I got married, and I had just got through moving all of my stuff from my cabin up on 215 to here, and I was just pretty much frazzled. And I said to him in the car, I said, you know, I hope I don't ever have to move again. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, well, we've just gotten married, and I, I figured your sister, if something happened to you, your sister would get the house and I would have to leave. And he said, that's all he said. Well, in a few days, well, a couple of weeks, we're in the car. He's gotten the mail, and this letter comes in, and he hands it to me. He hands me this letter, and he says, well, that's for you. And it was from the Register of Deeds office. I never had any dealings with the Register of Deeds office here. And he said, open it. Well, I opened it up, and he had put the house in my name along with his. So I was never going to have to move again. And he looks at me with those sweet eyes, and he says, you're never going to have to move again. It's your house too. Now, since then, our wheels are all made out, and we've got everything squared away the way it's supposed to be. And it's all good. But he loved me enough to prove it on paper that I would never have to move again. And I don't ever want to move. If I have to put in an elevator, I'll put in an elevator. For Robert's mother, she had a 2-story house too, a basement and an upstairs. And they put in one of those lift things that would slide up the stairwell because her car was parked in the basement. And so she would go to the grocery store and she would walk up the steps, but she would let the chairlift take her groceries up the stairs. She's a funny lady. But she broke her hip one time taking the garbage out, and she had a hill she had to take the garbage up to get it to the driveway, and it was wintertime, and she fell. Probably her hip broke, and that's what caused her to fall. But she drug herself back into the basement and up those steps with a broken hip to get to the phone. Now, thank goodness now we've got eye watches and all kinds of things to keep us safe. But she was a tough woman, I'm telling you. She had the tenacity. And because she knew if she laid out there on the driveway, she'd die, because it was cold out. It was in February. And she was in her 90s at that point. And I was in Salt Lake City, and I get a call from Robert that Ella had fallen and broken her hip, and that they were going to do surgery. They patched her up right quick. It was amazing. So today's Robert's birthday, and I asked him a while ago, I said, what do you want to do for your birthday? He said, I don't know yet. He said, I couldn't get up to play chess, so I just don't know. So he was going to ponder on it for a little bit. But it's all good. It's all good. Sometimes plan B just gets you ready for plan C, and you just roll with the punches. That's all you can do. So drink up, everybody. Ooh, that's good tea. Do you have your tea? You know, this tea makes a great Christmas present. It really does. I think I have one more tea bag in here. Yes, there's one more tea bag in here, I think. Yeah. Our tea bags are cute little round sachets. I guess is what they're called. But they smell absolutely wonderful. And it's a blend. It's a blend of 3 teas, which is medicinal. So this tea is good for what ails you. Not to mention it's good for your smeller and your taster. And tea is just it's a beautiful tea to look at. And you hold it in your hand, so you've got the sight, the smell, the taste, the feel. And if you hear the water boil, you get to hear it. Hmm. Somebody's getting the FlyLady tools and tea for Christmas. That's a good idea. If you're getting the FlyLady tools, you might want to add these chenille mop cloths to the package. They're half price right now. These things really do suck up some water. I'm telling you, they're good. It's good stuff. Oh, Uncle Google. Who said Uncle Google? That's Jay. That's my brother-in-law. Y'all scold Jay. He fell off a ladder this morning and hit his head. I hope it knocked some sense into him. Yes, Jay, I'm telling on you. The ladies are gonna get you. He's on our Facebook page. So folks, y'all give Jay what for? Do it. I told him I told Dina, I said it probably knocked those crystals back into his inner ear stuff. That's a good jolt. Yeah. We don't climb on ladders because we use our multi-wand to clean things, y'all. Because this thing can bend and do lots of stuff. I don't know why he was climbing a ladder. I hadn't heard that part yet. But we'll give him a what for. Stay off the ladder, Helen says. There's Tammy. Anyway, Tammy is a friend of mine. Her sister and I were in high school together. Tammy and I are much closer than her sister and I are, but Tammy got our ultimate package, one for her and one for her daughter. One for her, one for her daughter. So how cool is that? She's got her Christmas taken care of. Well, y'all, have a good rest of the day. I've been busy today and just needed a good break and to fuss on Jay a little bit. Dina's resting. She's kind of tired. That's what happens when you need to rest. When you're healing like Dina is, you just need to rest as much as you can. You need to rest as much as you can. And the ultimate package, I mean to tell you, it's $100 off, and that means everything. There's 11 items in the package. So the average price of the items in the package is $10. That's quite a deal, y'all. That is quite a deal. And then if you already have the mop pack or whatever, you can give those things away and you can get what you want out of that package. And then share your abundance. It's pretty much got everything you need to get your house in order and to get you motivated. Oh, somebody got the calendars for their girls. Calendars have big boxes to put for busy families. Look at that. Look how big those boxes are. And then we've got the mini calendar, which is great too for keeping up with your health stuff or your menus. If you did this every week for a year, you would have a whole year's worth of menus that you just had to transfer to your next calendar. It's 11 items. You might want to toss in an extra mop handle or two, but hey, you can use it without it. Well, y'all have a great rest of the day. We're going to do some partying. even if it's just his home. I love you all. Talk to you after a while. Bye.